And good evening to you. Happy Friday night baseball from Bennett Stump Field at Parkersburg City Park. We're excited to have you in for a tremendous high school baseball game. It'll be your PHS Big Reds going up against George Washington, and we're excited to bring you the action on a beautiful Friday evening. Yeah, everybody seems to be in a pretty decent mood. Plus, I just looked out there, and there was a Mr. Softy ice cream truck that was making serious amounts of money on this warm evening. Mike Cameron here with you, and Joe Oliveria will be bringing you the action tonight. And, Joe, this is going to be a pretty good ball game. I know you got a George Washington team that comes in with a 12-3 record right now. That's a little bit up in the air. I guess it just depends on who you talk to. But ranked number 2 right now in Class Quad A in the Metro News High School Baseball Rankings. Pretty good team that PHS is going to be looking at tonight.
Yes, and, talked with Mike Davis, the coach there. He's in his 10th season at the helm of the GW Patriots. Definitely a senior-laden team, about 6 seniors, the rest juniors and sophomores. 5 of the 6 seniors started in the state championship tournament game in 2024. So that's probably a tribute to what their record is so far. The other thing he said, they had a big win against Morgantown. They really liked that. And his 3 losses were just uncharacteristic, some errors, some misplays. But usually they're pretty solid, and he's looking forward to the challenge here with the Big Reds tonight.
The home Big Reds come in with an 8-5 record. They have a number 9 ranking in those power rankings, Metro News. Pretty good team, though. We've actually seen this team play earlier in the season. Good hitting. I think there's some good senior leadership on this team. Is there? What have you? I mean, you were here for that last game. What did they bring to the table last time?
That game is still going on. I think that thing went 11 or 12 innings. We saw just neither team at that point. I think they were playing South Charleston, didn't want to die. But a lot of hits. For 2 teams, I think at the time they only scored 3 or 4 points in a game. I think that ended up being 10-9. So the Big Red Bats were hitting that night. Hopefully they're going to ring them tonight.
Let's go ahead, and we just you can see the starting lineup for GW on your screen right now. And we're going to go ahead and let the public address announcer introduce the PHS Big Reds.
Starting lineup tonight for Parkersburg. Leading off, playing left field, number 6, TJ Paradis. In center field, number 25, Harper Wood.
No, we're good.
Tonight for the Big Reds, number 1, Noah Holland. The shortstop is number 3, Connor Elkins. Playing second base, number 4, Jackson Myers. The third baseman is number 9, Tyler Cameron. In right field, number 5, Cole Smith. At first base, number 15, Nick Bromine. And behind the plate for the Big Reds, number 17, Evan Schulteis. Head coach at Parkersburg is Alan Burns. And now at this time, when everyone plays,
we're going to go ahead and take a moment now for the national anthem. And a stunning rendition there by the Parkersburg High School choir there that they recorded that for today's game. Sounded very, very nice. PHS comes into this game playing on, I think it was Tuesday. They played Hurricane with an 8-1 loss. And Connor Elkins, who, let me see, I think he's going to be at shortstop today. So, but he pitched in that game. He allowed 4 runs over 4 innings. PHS also had a little bit of the error bug that evening as well. Noah Holland, though, hitting star 2 for 3 in that last game and broke up the no-hitters. Cole Sisk was 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Jackson Myers had a single and a run scored in that game. GW comes in with a loss at Spring Valley. Their losses have come at a premium this year. They only have 3 of them, but in the last one they were defeated by Spring Valley. They scored 4 runs in the first inning, the Spring Valley team. Ryan Anderson for GW went 3 for 4 with 2 solo home runs and also an RBI single as well. And Joel Nelson went 2 for 4 with a triple and an RBI in that game.
2 solo home runs in a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what that J.J. Weatherholt's doing for the St. Louis Cardinals there.
Yes, I know, against my Guardians. Don't talk about it.
Oh, sorry about that, man. follow those former Mountaineers as they go on to the pros.
Yeah, had a great game. He is going to be a very promising addition to that team right there. On the bump for the Big Reds is Noah Holland. Where'd my stat page go?
Tell you why you're looking for that. Yeah, Noah's going to be throwing to the catcher, Evan Schulteis, but behind the plate we have Scott Stitt, and then the other umpire doing all the bases, and anything else that's needed out there is Lee Dunn. So pretty good crew tonight working this game in great weather, great environment.
Leading off for the Patriots will be the GW shortstop, John Falla. He'll be going up against left-hander Holland. And here comes the first pitch. That's going to hit the inside corner, strike 1. Nice little start.
And sometimes you may hear us laugh, people. We're right behind home plate up in the press box, so we can kind of see those calls coming in.
High sweeping curveball that missed the mark. One pitch from Holland. Here it comes. Swung on, hit right up the middle, and through for a hit. Start off.
And there's our first hit for the night, Mike. I guess now you can just set back and pitch.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that no-hitter anymore. I was watching the Guardians play the other night, and the Guardians had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning. And
oh, that's got to be stressful.
And then first batter gave up a hit. It was stressful for me, and I was just watching the silly game. 1 on, nobody out, swing and a miss to Luke Gordon, the center fielder for the Patriots.
Pretty tall young man standing in there to bat.
Left-hander versus left-hander. Inside pitch, he'll hit like that could have gone into the dugout area. So quickly 0-2 on Luke Gordon. Pickoff attempt and nothing doing there.
Cole Sisk out in right field, giving a lot of that right field line.
Curveball and hit to right field. And over the right fielder's head, it's going to go all the way to the fence. We got track meet going on right now. Falla will come around and he will score. And in sliding with a triple, Luke Gordon driving home a run.
Almost looked like that ball may have got stuck out there a little bit. Seemed like when Cole went down to get it, it was a little delayed coming up in it.
Well, his first step was in, and I think it just played him a little bit because he was like, oh, boy. He just turned around, started running for it.
We could see that look on his face from here, couldn't we?
Yes. Number 3 hitter for the Patriots, Eli Smith. First pitch that he sees from Holland outside, ball 1. Smith is the GW first baseman. And a bit outside. Once again, 2-0 count on Eli Smith.
Mike, he's usually their pitcher. Coach Davis moved him over to first. And Eli has signed, he's a senior, he's signed with High Point to go there as primarily a pitcher.
Well, he's got the infield drawn in and a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch from Holland. And a 4-pitch walk. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 1 run home for GW. And now the cleanup hitter, Joel Nelson. 2 for 4 in his last game versus Spring Valley with a triple and an RBI. He'll step in, but he's right on that front line, isn't he? Runner goes. They're not even going to look at him. They're going to throw down to third base, and that play was a lot closer than.
It was a lot closer, and the sun is right behind his catcher. So that throw to the third baseman, Tyler Cameron, did a heck of a job even fielding that ball. You can see he's trying to block the sunshine.
0-1 pitch. Curveball, and that will be fouled out of play.
Where did you park today?
I'm down there a bit.
Okay.
I could have parked a little closer, and I thought, no, not today.
You're
The
down there a bit,
insurance
and I'm
premiums are a little too high right now. Yeah, it is an adventure here at Bennett Stump Field very often. Sweeping curveball, foul tipped into the glove of Schulteis, and out is recorded.
It'd be hard to turn that in as hail damage when it's just one big thunk.
There's stitch marks on this dent. So that out recorded an important one there. Still now 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, and Ryan Anderson, who went deep twice in that game versus Spring Valley. So we know we got pop in that bat. Holland looks in, gets the sign, brings the pitch, and way outside all the way to the backstop.
Runner's coming.
And both runners will advance. So the second run home for GW on the wild pitch. Yeah, when that ball gets away from the catcher, you just got to think there's going to be some movement. There's just so much room here at City Park.
And I always thought it was tough. You had that white, City of Parkersburg sign there with the catcher trying to turn.
Trying to find a ball, yeah. That's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 1. That'll even the count at 1-1. 2 runs home for the Patriots in this top half of the first inning. That one way outside. 2-1, the count to Joel Nelson. He plays third base. Well, at least he's playing third base tonight for the Patriots. Forgive me, I do not know. What does the Hill mean? Does anybody have any idea why they put the Hill on their jerseys?
Their school is located on a hill.
Like the hill?
A hill, like
the hill?
Well, that's the proper.
I mean, that's what it says on their jersey right there.
Proper way.
Gotcha.
Because
that's well hit and into left field on a couple of bounces, and an RBI single for Anderson. That'll extend the lead a bit further. All right, so from the truck, we've got the official word. Brian says that both South Charleston and George Washington are on hills, but they, just like I said, they consider their hill the premium hill.
Kind of like the Ohio State.
Yes.
Compared.
Well, I mean, not they'll never be that good, but sorry.
Or the herd.
The herd, yes.
For our engineer,
you know what? They should do that. They should say the herd.
For our engineer in the box.
The thundering herd. Well, The Hill is up 3-0. PHS has not even been to the bat yet. 1 out, and that will hit to the second baseman. They're going to try and get at least the lead runner. Good relay throw, just a bit late. Myers to Elkins for the out recorded at second base. And 2 outs in the inning now. Still that runner at first base. Chuck Kelly to the plate. That's a good baseball name right there, Chuck Kelly.
Chuck.
He's the right fielder for the Patriots. First pitch he sees from Holland. Hit well right up the middle, but a nice play
catch
made by Elkins. Dropping to a knee and making the catch. 3 runs home, though, for GW. Let's see what PHS can do in the bottom half of their first inning. Back with more. You're watching high school baseball on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
You've tried everything to slim down: keto, cardio, carbs at midnight, denial. But what if the extra weight isn't you, it's your car payment? Getting a fit and trim auto loan rate is no sweat at One Community Federal Credit Union. We'll help you slim down that monthly payment with competitive rates. New ride, used ride, we've got you with great rates and local decisions. Not a member? Joining is easier than leg day at onecommunityfcu.org. One Community Federal Credit Union, because your budget deserves a workout partner, not a workout.
Are you ready to discover what science shows about botanical medicines and how they stack up next to conventional drugs? Join us for Natural Medicines That Outperform Drugs, a free healthy living event from Mother Earth Foods. Tuesday, April 21st at 7 p.m. at the Resiliency Center, downtown Parkersburg. We'll explore real data, not hype. Botanical expert Kelly Klontz and Dave Hawkins will discuss specific plant-based treatments. Get answers at this free healthy living event April 21st at 7 p.m. Sign up online or at Mother Earth Foods, empowering healthy living since 1975.
And welcome back to City Park, Bennett Stump Field, PHS versus GW. GW struck first for 3 in the top half of the first inning. Let's see what PHS can bring to the equation now in the bottom half of the first inning. I'm Mike, he's Joe. We're your favorite knuckleheads.
Oh, welcome, welcome. Hey, that first half inning was 3-3-3, kind of 3 hits, 3 runs, and 3 stolen bases. So, not a bad way to start for GW.
I don't know. I think I need to go buy a lottery ticket now or something. That daily 3.
Daily 3, that would work. You know, we were talking in the first half about those pass balls getting to the back of the backstop. At least at Bennett Stump Field, the backstop is pretty much a straight line. So if you're lucky, it kind of hits and kind of comes back to you.
Maybe, yes. So you're hoping for that carom that comes back to you.
But, you know, some of those ones that are kind of angled in there, you know, they might hit to the left and bounce to the right.
Well, no, I mean, Noah uncorked that one. That one missed every part of the glove. So, I mean, it had some force going into the backstop. So, but they anticipated that one very well and got the run home.
Well, Ryan Anderson is going to be on the mound for GW. He had a single, so maybe he will keep that going and not get singles on these Big Reds.
Coming to the plate is the Big Red left fielder, C.J. Caritas. Congratulations to him, by the way. He's also on the wrestling team, signed for playing for Salem University, out right off of Route 50 there, Salem, West Virginia. He's a Tiger. He steps in and sees the first pitch from Anderson. Here it comes. Shows bunt, pulls back, called a strike.
Yeah, when CAS did that first baseball game against, South Charleston, Macho Bob and I. So Macho Bob had all the wrestling information.
Everything you can handle and more.
He knew the stats. He knew the weight classes. Macho is great.
Caritas swings and misses 0-2 quickly. Anderson decides to send that a bit outside to see if they can get him to chase. He does not. 1-2 the count.
No, this is the first time we've played.
That one will get by the catcher all the way to the backstop.
Yeah, this is a different team. That was against Hurt. I think it's Hurt. Yeah. Well, GW.
Well, I don't know why I went through all the trouble to write down these stats and then just lose it. I mean, I cannot find the stats. We're just going to have to go straight to the website and get them. And we'll foul that one out of play.
Well, I tell you,
Into the splash zone.
there's a gentleman sitting in front of us in the stands. He's got his comfy chair. He's got his fan, his Yeti cup, popcorn.
That right there is Mr. Chris Miller. I played church league softball with that
Okay, he's
gentleman.
got the computer there, so maybe we could get him to look up some stats
That's
for
right.
us.
He's my shortstop. That one got away.
And got him.
Caritas didn't really realize it at the time. Matter of fact, he almost made his way back to the dugout, but it'll go as a strikeout with a 2 unassisted.
Drive one here, kid.
First out. Nice choice there. Outfield. And he's an outfielder. That worked out well. Parker Woods. I love it when they pick the 80s songs. They need to keep doing that. Parker Woods to the plate. 390 batting average. He's got 2 dingers and 15 RBIs on the year. Steps in with 1 out and a 1-0 count. That one will be fouled out of play. And people are scrambling.
We had the JV game before this. I thought it was interesting that several of the GW JV baseball players were at the ice cream truck before this varsity game kicked off.
That's the best way to train right there. It's going to clip the outside corner. 1-2. Nothing gets you ready for a baseball game like a
dilly bar.
Yeah. Big old twist cone.
I think the coach told them go do some push-ups, and they went out there and got the orange sherbet push-ups.
That's the only push-up I know. That pitch goes high. 2-2 the count to Parker Woods. Two-two pitch. Here it comes. That was a sweeping curveball. Woods thought, that looks like it's going to hit me, but it broke back into the zone. And it's going to be the second strikeout of the inning, this one of the looking variety.
Got him looking.
2 outs and to the plate, Noah Holland, the pitcher.
That was a timely opportunity for Coach Burns to come down and give the umpire 3 baseballs that were lost on these foul tips. But I think he also had an opportunity to display some dissatisfaction maybe with that called strike.
A message being sent, no doubt. Another curveball to start off Holland, and that's strike 1. Holland with a .259 batting average. He has 9 RBIs, 7 hits on the year. And again,
this kid's in a groove.
Clip the outside corner, quickly 0-2.
So you think you got a change-up coming now after those 2 fastballs?
Let's see.
Poor Noah just get out in front of it. Nope.
No, he went high heat.
Yeah.
He went for the eliminator there.
Just get it done, get it over with.
1-2 pitch to Holland. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. And Anderson strikes out the side in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's take a break. When we come back, inning number 2, it is 3-0 GW in the lead. Back with more on CAS 45.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in one community federal credit union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One community federal credit union. You're at home with us.
Join us for FunFest, April 25th at the Resiliency Center in downtown Parkersburg, a fundraiser for the Amputee Center. Kick off the day with our fun run alongside American Ninja Warrior amputee Gary Wayland. Enjoy free lunch for the first 200 registered, explore amazing vendors, watch a powerlifting competition, and see adaptive bikes and inclusive fitness in action. Then stick around for our 5 p.m. concert with the Division Street Band. Register online today.
And welcome back. It's a lovely evening. Shadows are starting to settle nicely on the field right now, as you can see.
Still looking at about 82 degrees.
Yes.
So,
and we are in climate control in the press box. I'm digging that. Digging that very nicely.
Not standing in the outfield at the
No.
Worthington ball field.
Yes, I mean, we don't have, there's no plexiglass here on the front, but I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. We're not in the elements. GW broke through with 3 runs in the first inning. They'll be sending their 7, 8, and 9 hitters. No, excuse me, 8, 9, and 1. I didn't record that last out. It is
Pop up
Connor Tiano
playing second base.
Oh, we have gone to the internet to find out what the hill is all about. First pitch from Holland. It catches the outside corner, strike 1.
Nicknamed the Hill because of its location on the South Hills neighborhood. The school, which opened in 1965, sits on elevated terrain in the residential area, making the hill a literal geographic reference.
There you go.
Always had fine band programs down there. Blaine Hess, retired band director. Mark Hardman, retired band director now.
Sports, entertainment, and geography. That's going to catch the inside corner. Strike 2 to Connor Tiano. And he'll work for another pitch after you found that one off. That one was awful close to that sedan. And that woman had the car door open. That would have just went right in.
Ping, ping. It bounced around in there like a little pinball.
1-2 pitch. Nice curveball. He just gets a piece of.
Tell you one thing we've noticed with these GW Patriots, they're not afraid to swing. They are putting some bat on the
Aggressive.
ball, making some contact.
Yep. Outside corner, strike 3. Tiano was not impressed, but he's going to have to walk back to the dugout and think about that one a bit more. Number 9 hitter, Aiden Hayes, left fielder. You'll see what's cooking here from Holland. It's a good sweeping curveball that, again, came right back in and caught that outside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Challenged him that time. Oh, 2 pitch, 1 out, top half of the second inning. That one's a bit low. I mean, the way he's been dealing in this half of the inning, I can't believe we let that one go by. That one
just a little outside. Was that what, Bull Durham reference?
That's
Or
Major League.
Major League.
Bull Durham would be. He hit the bull. Strike
Got him.
3 again.
Second one to go down.
Caught looking. A very nice curveball there from Holland. So he has retired the first 2 with caught lookings. Now he's got to go back to the top of the order. And Fala, he singled. Got the parade going in that first inning. That one popped up and looks like Sisk is going to settle underneath that one and make the catch. 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the second inning. Much better for the Big Reds. Let's see what they can do now in the bottom half of the second inning. Back with more. You're watching high school baseball on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Welcome to summer and welcome back to Crown Decor and Gifts. Guess what? It's almost time for Mother's Day. Mom called us and she wanted us to let you know that she would love a gift card from Crown Decor and Gifts. If a gift card isn't your thing, we have a perfect variety of gifts ranging from spa products and apparel to home decor gifts and so much more. So think of Mom and think of Crown Decor and Gifts, and welcome back to your happy place.
And welcome back. Much better top half of the second inning for PHS. Now let's see what they can do with the bats. He gave up 3 runs in the top half of the first. And that's where we stand, 3-0, GW in the lead. I'm Mike, he's Joe.
Big Reds have 4, 5, and 6 coming to the plate.
They got the boys that they need coming up. Let's see if they can make do with that. Connor Elkins to the plate after Anderson finishes up his warm-up pitches.
Connor had a real nice play there, catching that ball at the end of the first. Made some good coverage there, caught that out. If that had popped through, there'd been another run coming around that corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely prevented more damage there. Elkins to the plate, 308 batting average. He has 12 hits on the year, 8 RBIs. PHS junior. And he's the shortstop who, as Joe just said, made a very nice play at the end of the first inning. Let's see what we can do. First pitch from Anderson, swing and a miss. He put so much English on that one, his hat came off. Swing and a miss again. Anderson's bringing the cheese.
And that's nacho cheese.
Nice. 0-2 pitch, here it comes. Straight heat, 3 fastballs. PHS has sent 4 to the plate, and 4 have went back to the dugout with strikeouts. Jackson Myers to the plate. He is a .326 hitter, 10 RBIs on the air. That one's hit well, but it's going to go foul. I guess he figured 3 straight fastballs. Let's see if he's going to do that again. I'll be ready.
The junior right-hander was ready for it.
Opposite field, first baseman Smith will settle underneath it and make the catch. So quickly 2 up, 2 down. Tyler Cameron to the plate, the Big Red third baseman. Let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to out it already. He's my nephew, okay?
Hey, I think
Tyler is my nephew.
Is Grandma and Grandpa coming tonight?
Right there. They're sitting right there and right behind the backstop.
Ah.
Swing and a miss. Tyler misses on the first pitch.
Rita, outstanding secretary. Got a chance to work with her at Williamstown.
She's a legend.
A yellow jacket.
She is a legend in the Wood County system.
And I always chuckle when Bob was doing security at the old OVU for basketball games. Bob and Chris would come in. It's like, okay, guys, we're safe tonight. All is well.
Quickly 0-2. That one's going to go outside, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. And again, 1, 2, 3, go the Big Reds. 5 strikeouts by Anderson so far. We'll take a break. Let's see what we can do in the third inning. We're back with more. 3-0 GW lead. It's CAS 45 high school baseball presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Limited Bears Power Sports. Spring has sprung, and we're celebrating it with Mahindra tractors. We have 0% financing for 84 months. As low as $209 a month, guys. 0% financing on the world's best-selling tractor, Mahindra Tractors. Need an attachment? Finance it with it, 0 for 84 months. Select 1,121 series tractors, guys. Come out and see us.
Doing paperwork for a loan is no fun. Hi, I'm Tiffany Keffer, a loan officer at Polaris Home Funding. Let me help you through the loan process. We specialize in government loans, doing FHA, USDA, and VA loans and grant programs. You may qualify with no or low money down. Call me at 304-299-9030 and I can take your application over the phone and start you in the first steps to your dream home.
We welcome you back. We've just had one inning with offense in it. It was 3 runs for GW in the top half of the first inning. Everything else has been 1, 2, 3 on both sides. PHS has sent 6 to the plate, and they have not been able to generate anything. So right now we stand at 3-0. Luke Gordon, who tripled in a run. This time he'll tap it to second base. Myers on a couple of bounces, throws over, gets the out. I like those one-pitch at bats. Those
are nice.
That's very efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Eli Smith got a base on balls his first time up.
He did come around and score the 3rd run of the inning. But now he will be up to the plate with 1 out. Holland sends a curveball that goes in for the strike. And he has settled in, Holland, after a little rocky of a first inning. That one hit opposite field, and that's going to land in fair. Sis gets the ball in quickly. It does get away just for a second, but Smith will stay in with the stand-up double. I wasn't sure. It just kind of floated out there. And
almost looked like my golf shot. It looked like it was just going to kind of slice to the right there a little bit. It's like, is it going to stay in? Is it going to
So runner at second with 1 out. Joel Nelson to the plate. He was a strikeout victim. He was the first out recorded. But now he does have a runner at second base, just 1 out. 3-run lead for GW. Holland gets the sign from Schulteis. Looks over at the runner. Now he comes home with the pitch. Outside, ball 1.
See, Mike, we were talking the other night, that softball game. You see that base umpire? He's in the infield.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that in softball.
No.
You'll get hurt in there.
Yeah, it's too close, and reaction time. You need really good reaction time, there's no doubt. That one will catch the inside corner this time. It will even the count at 1. Trying to keep Smith close at second base. And this time Holland will step off. Now he wants to talk it over there with his catcher, Schulteis.
It's one of the new rules this year. Player-to-player timeout can only occur 1 time, which keeps that catcher from going out there 6 and 7 times.
Yeah, well, I guarantee that one was all about because Smith might be catching some signals there and trying to signal into his teammate at home plate, so they might be switching up just a little bit. Maybe making it a little bit more basic. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Runner goes. They'll throw down. Good. Can't make the catch. And the runner will come home. Give him the stolen base, and then on the error, he'll score the 4th run of the game.
That's a tough throw for a catcher with a right-handed batter in there, too.
Mm-hmm. Throw looked like it was on time. It just caromed off the glove. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be outside. 3-1 count now to Joel Nelson. outside. Ball 4. Nelson will take first base after the walk. So 1 on, 1 out, 1 run home. And the pitcher, Ryan Anderson, to the plate. He singled in a run. Big Reds would love to dial up a double play here. That one will be a bit low, apparently.
Waiting for our catcher to take off his gear for GW so he can come into the on-deck circle.
Runner goes. That will be a strike. Throw down. Not in time, and another stolen base.
6 stolen bases tonight, Mike, already in less than 3 full innings.
Getting really good jumps, there's no doubt about that. And, I mean, that throw was a good throw, just late. It's on target. 1-1 count to Anderson. He'll go after that one. It's going to be in foul territory. There is a chance. And Romine goes out there and makes the catch in foul territory and get that second out.
Chance?
There is a chance. You're saying there's a chance. All right, 2 outs now, and Wyatt Barnett to the plate. The catcher for GW. He grounded into a fielder's choice. Statistically 0 for 1. And too much time, so batter decides, let's go ahead and take that time out. I wonder when the pitch clock will make its way into high school baseball. Hit right up the middle and through.
Is he coming?
He's coming.
He's sending him.
And the 5th run home after that RBI single. And Joe, to your point with the stolen bases, that's generating runs. Anytime you can get that extra base, get people in scoring position.
Scoring position and allow them the opportunity.
That was just a really, nice little harmless single in any other situation. But with that runner at second base, he was able to round it and get that extra run.
And I think that's what Coach Davis was talking about. Those 3 losses that they had were just uncharacteristic of the type of base running that they're doing today, the type of play that they've normally done throughout the season to get that 13-2, 12-3 record.
Chuck Kelly to the plate. Flew out in the first inning. We do have a courtesy runner at first base. I didn't catch the number. We'll have to look for that. Pitch was outside. That will even the count at 1. So 15 is your runner, which is Josh Stowers, courtesy runner for the catcher at first base. That one not called a strike. 2-1 the count. 2 runs home this inning, 5 total for GW on 5 hits. Timeout called again. He'll throw over. And Stowers back in standing. 2-1 count on Chuck Kelly. Swing and a miss. Schulteis was looking again. Possible another snap throw down to first base. He just decides against it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 3rd inning, 5-0 GW lead. That should be it.
I got him.
Was not a pronounced call there by the umpire, but it was a strike call, and that was the 3rd strike. And PHS gets out, but 2 runs home for GW, extending the lead to 5. Let's take that break. We'll come back with the bottom half of the 3rd inning right here on CAS 45.
That tax refund you're getting may seem like found money, but it sure can be easy to lose. Hi, I'm David Haas with Morrison Incorporated. Using your tax refund to upgrade to energy-efficient home comfort equipment is an investment with a real payback. It'll offer you savings on your energy bills for years to come. Make more of your tax refund this year. Invest in a high-efficiency Bryant comfort system from Morrison Incorporated. We're always ready, and Bryant, whatever it takes.
Reliable service for 65 years.
Mark your calendars, it's time to give big with Give Local MOV. On Tuesday, May 5th, join us online for 24 hours of giving to support local nonprofits in our community. Simply visit givelocalmov.org and make your donation to one or more of 60 local organizations that are working hard to make a difference. With matching funds and prizes throughout the day, your gift will go even further to help those in need. Visit givelocalmov.org to give back and help your neighbors thrive.
And we welcome you back. PHS has dug a bit of a hole here, down 5-0. Going into this bottom half of the third inning. Mike and Joe with you. And PHS, 6 batters to the plate. 5 of them struck out.
And the flip side, remember that first inning we talked about 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 stolen bases? Now we're at 5 runs for GW on 5 hits on 5 stolen bases.
They're very uniform. I think they're a bunch of obsessive compulsive. So coming to the plate, Cole Sisk. Swing and a miss.
I like the delivery of that Ryan Anderson for GW.
And he's a big guy, and he's bringing it. That one popped up in the air. Looks like Fala will settle in underneath it. Call off everybody out. And first batter out. And 7 retired by Anderson. Nick Romine to the plate.
Lefty.
And first pitch is a strike. Waves at the second pitch and quickly 0-2. Anderson is just dealing, and he just found his next victim in Nick Romine. And it's not like he's a big guy. He doesn't have a lot of finesse, So it's just like you said. He's just bringing it.
And he seems to be in a nice.
Whoa!
Oh. Sorry about that, folks. And he seems once he gets in that rhythm of throwing strikes, it's just they're coming. They're coming. They're not giving the batter time to think about uh-oh.
Well, he kind of reminds me of Gavin Williams from the Guardians, and they call him the Big Rig. So he's a big guy. Just bringing it, and the first pitch was not good on his account, but he comes right back and powers in a strike. That one outside, 2-1 the count. Evan Schulteis to the plate. A little bit of a longer look this time for the sign. That one goes a bit low. So 3-1. This is the first time a PHS hitter has seen this count this evening. That one, foul. Just by an eyelash. You got the pitch that you wanted.
I know. It's just going down that third base line, and right at the last minute, it doesn't cross over the plate or the bag. It goes a little left. I thought he was going to get the benefit of just going over the bag.
3-2 pitch. And he'll foul that one off. We'll try it again. In the immortal words of Steely Dan, go back, Jack, do it again. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout victim. Again, 1, 2, 3. He's faced the minimum through 3 innings, and PHS down 5-0. Let's take a break. We'll have your 4th inning in just a bit on CES 45.
Every day people ask me, is now a good time to retire? Any day is a good day to retire if you have a plan, but you have to have a plan. For a lot of people, retiring is one of the scariest things they'll ever do. Stop in. Let's see if it takes some of the scariness away.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in one community federal credit union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One community federal credit union. You're at home with us.
And we welcome you back. We wish the news was just a little bit better at this point. 5-0 is your score. GW has controlled everything in this. They've hit the ball well in at least 2 of the innings, and they're getting some really good pitching from their pitcher, Ryan Anderson, as well. They will bring up the number 8 and 9 hitters, and they both struck out in the 2nd inning, so that's good news for Holland as he enters into this inning. He's, the numbers are there. He's given up 5 hits, a couple extra base hits, that sort of thing, but he's also struck out a few as well. He's got
out 4, I think, Mike.
We have 4 strikeouts.
And 3 of them, he caught him looking.
2 walks. That's been a bugaboo for him because both of those guys have scored too. So, you got to keep them off the base paths as best as you can. You certainly don't want to give them those free passes like that. So, but again, the 2 gentlemen that he's going to face, 1, 2 hitters of this inning, he got them looking. Let's see what this will do. Connor Tiano to the plate. He got sent back to the dugout, upset. Fouls off the first one. Here comes the next pitch. Outside corner. You just tell from the shoulder placement.
Like it.
Dude's not liking that call. I think that's what he got rung up on the first inning as well, is that outside corner pitch. He has to fight that one off. Holland will pick it up on a bounce and flip it over to Romine for the out.
Underhand to boot. You find a lot of times when a batter is really crowding the home plate, that plate gets a little bigger in the umpire's eyes.
And
rightfully so. You're not going to restrict the plate just because you're standing in it and over it.
And he's gotten some really good inside corner pitches today too, Holland as well. So you're right that you kind of limit yourself and what you can do. There's not really a way that you can extend to get those pitches when you get in there like that. But they've been doing this a little bit more than I have in recent years, so maybe they know what they're doing. That's a big sweeping curveball. 12-6. And the 6 was right there where the home plate should have been, so strike 2. Again, a little bit of a chaser pitch there. 1-2 the count to Aiden Hayes. Again, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. Another big sweeper, but this one outside of it. Lots of action on that pitch there, Joe.
And he's taken, it's almost like a changeup curve as well. He's taken a lot off of it. There you got him.
Went right at him. This time he strikes him out with the swing and 2 outs.
John Fowler coming up. He is a junior playing shortstop, and he's already signed with Marshall. So that's his plan to become a Thundering Herd baseball player.
Going for the green. Yes, there is a very nice facility now there in Huntington, and I guess that, from what I just heard from the truck as well, they're going to be having the state tournament there from this at least this year.
Yeah, let me correct that. He has not signed. Kind of thinking he was a senior, and that was that.
Oh.
So that's his plan to go to Marshall. Marshall's interested in him. I think they've been into some discussions, maybe.
All right.
Don't want to get anyone in any kind of NCAA violations or stuff that we. And once again, the statistics we give you are all
That's
unofficial
right. Well,
because we're just two guys sitting up here drinking water, watching baseball.
Well, the NCAA is always listening. They probably got everything bugged. Hit well and in between through the left side there. Second hit of the game for Falla. And it was a good swing on a 1-2 pitch. And again, Holland was coming right for him. Luke Gordon to the plate, triple and a ground out. RBI and a run scored. And as we have seen in this game, GW has not been afraid to run. You might even say they were born to run.
Luke Gordon, like you said, center fielder. He is going to Potomac State to play baseball for them.
Short delivery there. I took the short step, kind of sidearmed that one in there, and was able to get Gordon to foul that one off at home plate. 1-1 the count. Long look over at first base. Now he'll bring the pitch. That one will be tapped foul.
Amazing how quick they're getting around on Holland.
Runner goes, and it doesn't matter because Gordon is a strikeout victim. So no runs home. Lead remains 5-0. GW at the lead, and we'll take a quick break. We'll see what PHS can do in the bottom half of the fourth inning. You're watching high school baseball on CAS 45, brought to you by One Community Federal Credit Union.
You've tried everything to slim down. Keto, cardio, carbs at midnight, denial. But what if the extra weight isn't you, it's your car payment? Getting a fit and trim auto loan rate is no sweat at One Community Federal Credit Union. We'll help you slim down that monthly payment with competitive rates. New ride, used ride, we've got you with great rates and local decisions. Not a member? Joining is easier than leg day at onecommunityfcu.org. One Community Federal Credit Union, because your budget deserves a workout partner, not a workout.
Are you ready to discover what science shows about botanical medicines and how they stack up next to conventional drugs? Join us for Natural Medicines That Outperform Drugs, a free healthy living event from Mother Earth Foods. Tuesday, April 21st at 7 p.m. at the Resiliency Center, downtown Parkersburg. We'll explore real data, not hype. Botanical expert Kelly Klontz and Dave Hawkins will discuss specific plant-based treatments. Get answers at this free healthy living event April 21st at 7 p.m. Sign up online or at Mother Earth Foods, empowering healthy living since 1975.
It's been a lovely night for baseball, but it's not been fun to watch up to this point with PHS being down 5-0. I'm Mike, he's Joe. Just want to remind you that we do have more baseball coming up on May the 7th as the season for baseball telecasts are dwindling. They'll be going up against St. Albans on May the 7th, and we'll have that action for you. And then on the following night, a little bit of a cross-state rivalry there. PHS will be going up against Marietta. We'll have both of those games for you right here on CAS 45.
We're back to the top of the order, Mike.
Yes, it's been quite the struggle for PHS. They've sent 9 to the plate, and many have walked back to the dugout upset. Only 2 players have gotten a bat on the ball, at least to finish the play, but it's still been 9 up, 9 down. Caritas will tap it to the second baseman, Tiano, and they'll make the play. So he did get contact on that one, but it still ends in an out. So he's faced the minimum through 3 and a third, excuse me. Parker Woods to the plate. He got caught looking in the first inning.
A nice crowd here for a Friday night going into the weekend. GW traveled really well. You see a lot of their fans here, the Big Reds sitting around.
It's a nice park to see a game in, so they probably knew that. They're coming down here and enjoying it. Yeah, and you think on a Friday night, there's tons of live music going on in town right now. There's events all over the place, but they chose to come see a high school baseball game. A very good crowd indeed. 2-0 pitch. That one hit well. Gordon's going back, but he's going to settle underneath it finally. And 2 outs now in this 4th inning.
Always makes a pitcher happy when a center fielder can run back and chase those things down. You know, well, we strayed away about 351 feet, and that probably went about 345.
Well, you know, during the anthem, we had a good shot of the flag there, and there was definitely some, I mean, it's almost like they cued the wind for the anthem, you know. But now in the last couple of innings, it's been very dead out there. I mean, there was really no atmosphere that could get that ball to go any farther.
Remember that wind at the softball game this week?
Yes.
That flag was standing straight out like it had a wire in it.
Noah Holland to the plate. He struck out in the 1st inning. He's got a 1-1 count. Anderson has been dealing all night long, and he'll throw that pitch in there and it will get fouled off. Holland now 1-2 quickly. Holland, excuse me. Oh, nice pitch there. Yeah, Anderson's just been in a rhythm, and he put a little bit extra on that one. That swept in there to get the inside corner. He also lost his hat on that pitch as well. But another strikeout and another 1-2-3 inning. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have the 5th inning. This game is moving fast, but we'll be back with more as you're watching high school baseball on CAS 45.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in one community federal credit union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One community federal credit union. You're at home with us.
Join us for Fun Fest April 25th at the Resiliency Center in downtown Parkersburg, a fundraiser for the Amputee Center. Kick off the day with our fun run alongside American Ninja Warrior amputee Gary Wayland. Enjoy free lunch for the first 200 registered, explore amazing vendors, watch a powerlifting competition, and see adaptive bikes and inclusive fitness in action. Then stick around for our 5 p.m. concert with the Division Street Band. Register online today.
Welcome back.
Sorry, Mike.
No, you're fine. No, I mean, we got to find something to talk about here. It's
Big Reds put in 4 innings, 12 batters to the plate.
12 up.
12 up,
12
down. We've got Ryan Anderson. He struck out 8. So, I mean, only 4 Big Reds are able to get a bat on the ball, and they've been popping out or grounding out.
This is a very intimidating line score right there. 8 strikeouts in 4 innings. Holland in there, and again, Holland, the scoreboard is a little misleading. He's been actually doing pretty well. A couple of hits there and a couple extra base hits that have produced runs too, but he's also struck out some guys too. That one hit well, but Sisk will settle underneath it. He'll make the catch in right field, and first out recorded in the 5th inning. Joel Nelson, he is the 3rd baseman. He has struck out. He has walked, scored a run. He'll settle in against Holland. That one will go into the proverbial dirt here at Bennett Stump. The rubber pellets.
Our last batter had a number 16 on the back of his jersey. Let's see in a...
We'll have to see what happens the next time he comes out. That one hit into the gaps, but Sisk actually Gets a good beat on it, makes the catch. He's had a number of putouts here this evening.
There.
Ryan Anderson, who's been masterful on the mound tonight. He also has an RBI single, but he fouled out in the third inning, 1 for 2. And inside pitch tapped foul into the PHS dugout. They were ready. Just a bit outside.
Was it the Baltimore Orioles coach? He got hit in the mouth with a foul ball
Yes.
that was coming there.
Yeah, he's playing they're playing the Guardians right now. And
fractured his
he's
jaw.
got a fractured jaw.
Orbital sockets. And
inside, ball 2. Yeah.
and you watch the video, that it wasn't like he tried to put his hands up at all. It was like he was trying to move out of the way of it. And the ball just kept coming toward him like it was a heat-seeking missile or something.
He's a trooper. He was out there the next day.
The next day.
That one tapped foul. Matter of fact, he went out to discuss a call with the umpire. I don't think he had the gumption or the ability to do a very strong argument in anything, but he went out there and at least got an explanation on a call that he had a little bit of a dispute with. But, yeah, that one looked painful, no doubt. That one hit to the shortstop. He'll go to a knee to get it. Long throw. And he got him!
Oh,
nice play from Elkins. Deep into the hole and made the stop and also the put out as well.
Wow.
1-2-3 inning for PHS. So let's see what they can do in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Let's get some runs, boys. It is 5-0. Bottom of the 5th coming up right here on CAS 45.
Dinner with the Docs returns Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. This primary care-focused event gives you the opportunity to connect with doctors and take proactive steps towards better managing your health. Enjoy a meal and panel discussion about the importance of primary care and the wide range of services available. Guests can attend a mini health fair including blood pressure checks and A1C testing, plus get access to community resources and low-cost lab vouchers for purchase. Dinner with the Docs Monday, May 11th at the Grand Point Conference Center. Register today.
Welcome to summer and welcome back to Crown Decor and Gifts. Guess what? It's almost time for Mother's Day. Mom called us and she wanted us to let you know that she would love a gift card from Crown Decor and Gifts. If a gift card isn't your thing, we have a perfect variety of gifts ranging from spa products and apparel to home decor gifts and so much more. So think of Mom and think of Crown Decor and Gifts, and welcome back to your happy place.
And we welcome you back to Bennett Stump Field at Parkersburg City Park. We do want to make this note. We noticed that there's a gentleman now playing first base with number 16, and we think he actually hit in that last inning. There's no 16 on their roster, so we're just going to keep calling him Eli Smith. At number, we're thinking maybe he just changed a jersey or something like that. So, but if we find out, we'll let you know.
Or if any of our trusting listeners have insight.
Well, our camera operator, Ava, is close to that area. She's going to ask the guys in the dugout who that gentleman is. But, yeah, we do not have a 16 on the roster, so we'll just wait until we find that part out.
What we do have on the roster, Mike, is the shortstop for the Big Reds, Connor Elkins, coming to the plate.
One of the 8 strikeout victims, but let's see if now he's seen him once. Let's see if he has made the proper adjustments. Tapped foul, and that looks like it's going to go out of play. It does. Anderson is just dealing right now, and he's putting some extra on it. And in that case, he's about the last 3 or 4 pitches, he's lost his hat on every pitch. He does it again. Elkins went. He tried to check his swing, but he went too far on that one. 0-2. So it has been him the whole time. We just didn't notice that he didn't have his proper jersey. It is Eli Smith.
Oh, okay.
So. Tapped foul and so yeah, on the roster, and we're very good at our broadcasting job. So we've noticed from the very beginning that he was wearing 16 the whole time.
Yeah, we just
right?
thought we'd keep it a secret.
That's right. Yeah.
Get an opportunity for someone else to.
I mean, I can see a lineup, but I just didn't see 14 for whatever reason. I didn't see 16. Whatever. Mom and Dad, if you're watching the game, he's here. He's playing first base.
He didn't miss the bus.
Yeah, he's here. He's played a pretty good game up to this point, too. And Elkins now trying to survive. He fouled off a number of pitches. 0-2 count. He lost his hat again and also got away from the catcher just temporarily. But they'll be able to throw down and retire him at first base. Another strikeout victim. PHS has got to figure this guy out, and they're running out of time. Jackson Myers to the plate. He was one of the guys who has gotten a bat on ball. Sent it out to the center fielder. In the rubber pellets once again, ball one.
I tell you, the batters would conceivably have a legitimate gripe that hat falling off is a distraction. Because, they're trying to follow the ball in, and then the hat's going every which way.
It's starting to get a little cool out here. I didn't go outside, though. I mean, so it might still have a little bit of humidity out there. But, yeah, that one stayed on top that time, but he's been losing that hat almost on every pitch. That one will go foul for Myers.
Two people walking out there just kind of oblivious to what's about to happen.
Well, if you yell at them, they'll just turn around and get hit in the face at that point. So, I mean, it's probably best to just see what happens.
Take your chances.
That one goes a bit inside. 3-1 the count to Jackson Myers.
Yeah.
One will cross the plate, 3-2.
I think Jackson wanted to try to go to first.
Yeah, he was
kind of prompt that umpire to call that ball forward.
Trying to give him a little help.
Just a little help.
Payoff pitch. And that one popped up in the air. Center fielder stepped back. Now he's coming in. And the shortstop actually will make the catch. And Fowler was trailing the play the whole time.
And I would imagine that when they get in the dugout, Coach Davis will say, you need to call for the ball.
Please. Well,
just received a text from my buddy that's one of the music directors in Kanawha County. Yes, it is Eli Smith.
All right, very good.
Slow.
We have multiple confirmations now.
Thank you, Brandon.
I'm just glad we got people watching. This is great. We got a couple people watching. That's wonderful.
Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate the help.
Yes.
That's one nice thing about the audience of CAS games is, you just ask a question and people are
That's
willing
right.
to offer help.
If anything, we're interactive.
I mean, we even got some help from the press box on what was the hill.
Swing and a miss, and that is 1-2 the count to Tyler Cameron.
Grandma and Grandpa right behind the plate. Brandon says, I coached most of these boys in middle school. I know who they are.
Fouled off, and he'll live to bat again. Well, that almost went into the game changer camera. It was not the CAS camera, though.
But if it was, our crackerjack engineer, Brian Guthrie, would be on the scenes.
Hit well to the gap, and that's going to land on the warning track. Cameron will round first into the second, just like I taught him. Just like I taught him. And Tyler Cameron breaks up not only the no-hitter, but the perfect game with that nice double. No, actually, his dad was a pretty good hitter as well. He was a hitter for Williamstown High School and then later for Ohio Valley College, then University. So I'm sure he's got those genes, honestly, right there.
Where'd he get his wheels?
Well, not from Chris. Not from Chris. Maybe from his mom, Erica.
Mama.
Yeah. Uncle Mike does not know how to run either. Never been good at that. So runner at second, 2 outs. Cole Sisk to the plate. He'll foul off the first pitch. Yes, they did. Yes, I was looking at my notes there, and Brian told me to look at them there, but they broke up a no-hitter yesterday, or in their last game against Hurricane in the 5th inning. So we got to stop getting no-hit by the 5th inning, though. That would be
like a
optimal
few of
right
them.
there.
Yeah, get some in the first.
Pace yourself a little bit, But yes. 0-2 though on Sisk. Long look in and now a step off. Tyler just knew the cameras were rolling. That's why that's why he got that hit going right there.
The cameras were rolling for the Cameron.
Yes. Inside pitch, and that was fouled. Snubbed up the first baseline out of play. Runner at second, Cameron, and 2 outs, 2 strikes on Cole Sisk. PHS down 5-0 in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Time is running out. They do have a duck on the pond, but 2 outs. And swing and a miss. And the inning ends right there. 1 hit, and the no-hitter and the perfect game are no more. But we still move to the top half of the 6th inning with a GW 5-0 lead. Back with more as you're watching CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.
Hey guys, it's Eric here at Limited Bears Power Sports. Spring has sprung, and we're celebrating it with Mahindra Tractors. We have 0% financing for 84 months. As low as $209 a month, guys. 0% financing on the world's best-selling tractor, Mahindra Tractors. Need an attachment? Finance it with it. 0 for 84 months. Select 1,121 series tractors, guys. Come out and see us.
Doing paperwork for a loan is no fun. Hi, I'm Tiffany Keffer, a loan officer at Polaris Home Funding. Let me help you through the loan process. We specialize in government loans, doing FHA, USDA, and VA loans and grant programs. You may qualify with no or low money down. Call me at 304-299-9030 and I can take your application over the phone and start you in the first steps to your dream home.
And welcome back. Again, we will be having more baseball action for you on the 7th and the 8th of May. Back-to-back games. St. Albans will be coming to town on the 7th. We'll have that game for you right here on CS 45. And then that interstate matchup with Marietta on the 8th. Join us for all the great high school baseball action. That one actually will clip him right on the back. Oh, no, hit him on the hand no matter what. It's painful, but he'll get to go to first base as Wyatt Barnett hit by the pitch. PHS right now has more games scheduled. They're going to be over at Grafton tomorrow. We're going to have another pinch runner, Josh Stowers, once again will come back into the game. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that game in tomorrow at Grafton with all the crazy weather that's supposed to come into the area tomorrow, but they do have that game scheduled in Spring Valley on Monday. So they've got lots more tough games ahead of them. Runner at first, nobody out, bunt shown. Nice bunt as well. They're going to flip it over. I don't think he's going to get him.
You got to throw that ball.
So it'll go as a single, even though that was going to be a sacrifice. Nicely placed. Holland picked it up and kind of flipped it over towards Romine, and good hustle there by Kelly to beat it out. So 2 runners on, nobody out. They're going to be pinched in at the corners now. Defensive. Another bunt shown. Romine will pick it up. He's got to throw it over, so they will get now the sacrifice bunt this time. Advance the runners. Good job there by Myers to get over there to cover the bag. But runners now at second and third, just the one out. And looks like Aiden Hayes to the plate, number 9 hitter. He has struck out twice. Now, all 4 infielders are on the edge of the grass. He will offer at the pitch. Interesting call, a little bit, maybe even a possible safety squeeze there. And now Schulteis will ask for time to go out and talk to the pitcher. The runner at third, Barnett, broke, was about a third of the way down the line, but there wasn't anybody there to cover the bag, so he was able to scamper back with no problem. And now Coach Burns will come out and talk with the complete infield. Talking about assignments right now. Again, the batter did show that he wanted to bunt, so now Coach Burns is saying, all right, where's everybody going to be situated here? If he shows bunt again, we got to find a way to get this lead runner. Well, I think he said what he had to say.
Looking up something for our engineer, Brian, and we have it, so I think we're going to stay with us the next half inning.
Okay. He shows bunt again, but then he fouls it, so that should take the bunt off at 0-2, but you never know.
Every one of those bunts has been going right down that first base line.
Runners at second and third, just one out. Aiden Hayes to the plate with an 0-2 count. Infield still drawn in. We'll go high and wide. And that'll be 1-2. Outside corner. Nicely done. And for the third time this evening, Aiden Hayes has been a strikeout victim, and even more importantly, second out in the inning.
And 2 times looking.
So Barnett still at third. Excuse me, there's a runner, so that would be Stowers at third. And Kelly at second, 2 out. And Falla to the plate. He has singled twice and scored a run. Hit well and by the second baseman. 1 run home, and it looks like the second run will come home. Falla's going to come around.
Got him.
I think that run's going to count, though, right? I think they're going to have a talk with the officials here. 1 run definitely home. They're going to have a talk about the second one. That out might have been recorded before he crossed the plate. We're going to go ahead and keep it here, and I'll monitor that situation. What were you going to say, Joe?
I'll tell you what, this week, a long time friend of Parkersburg High School, Daniel Buddy James, passed away. Longtime football coach, and basically what his motto was, once you put on that uniform, you're a Big Red forever. So you always hear that, once a Big Red, always a Big Red. Passed away at the age of 89 years old, Mid-Ohio Valley. when you think of Parkersburg High School, first name that comes to mind is Coach James.
Yes.
Said Hall of Fame, TAP sports writer Jim Wharton. Standout football player in 1953 through 56. Played tackle, named first team All-State. Also, he wrestled under the legendary head coach Bob Dutton, going undefeated in his senior year on the way to claiming a state title. So not only fantastic football coach, but also an outstanding wrestler. Competed in sports at both Montana State and then transferred to Marshall, and that's where I think most of the Mid-Ohio Valley knows. If he wasn't wearing red, he was wearing green, and a long-time supporter of that. He coached 23 years head coaching career at Parkersburg High, brought them into a national powerhouse, as they said.
I met him a couple of times, a very nice gentleman, and maybe when he was a football coach, probably wasn't all that nice at that time, but anytime I ever had a chance to talk with him, which was not very often, but I saw him a few times at the Rally in the Alley, the Marshall thing that they always had over at the North End Tavern, and very nice gentleman and class individual. I mean, he ran a program far better than many.
And, just very supportive to things in the Mid-Ohio Valley. Took pride in helping some of the greatest athletes around in this area. Elected to multiple Hall of Fames, the Ohio Valley Sports Hall of Fame, Parkersburg High School Football Hall of Fame. Also got involved with the Smooth Theater at times, so he'd be, helping there. Received a Legion of Honor award from the Chapel of the Four Chaplains for his service in the community. So, on behalf of CAS 45 and yours truly and Mike, we wish the family of Buddy James. We're sorry for your loss, sorry for the loss to the community, and pretty much thanks for sharing him with us all these years.
Yes. Well, they've only got the one on the board, so the one run was it, as the second run did not cross the plate in time. So 6-0 is the score. The way things have gone for PHS, though, 6 right now seems to be plenty. But PHS has 2 more cracks at it now, the 6th and the 7th inning. First pitch from Anderson to Romine was a ball. Second one, also a ball, 2-0 count.
So you think Coach Davis is talking to his base runners about always run through the play?
Yes.
Because that was very close.
And
because if he gets through before that, because it's not a force out at second,
right.
It's a throw out.
And anytime like I said, that it appears that cost GW a run in many ways. So a 4-pitch walk. That is something that we have not seen from the GW pitcher tonight. No, he only had one 3-ball count that I had from earlier.
Ooh.
So a runner on, nobody out.
Almost caught Romine looking over there.
So Schulteis to the plate. He has only been up once. He's struck out. 5th inning, he's had just 1 at bat. Swing and a miss. Healthy cut there from the catcher. Romine took a very small lead, went back now, sets it back up. Now he'll dive back. A 1 count to Evan Schulteis. Snap throw down, and again Romine will have to dive back in. That one went high and wide, 1-1 the count.
Heard that air condition kick on. It sounded like rain on top of this dugout.
That one hit to the left fielder, Hayes. Boy, he
dropped
it. Did he lose it in the lights, I wonder? It's in that kind of twilight time here. Looked like he was settling underneath it, but then the glove dropped down almost ground level.
And I tell you, Mike, that was amazing because Romine was about 8 to 10 feet away from second base. So if he caught it, he was able to run back to first. If he dropped it, he's right there, and that's the reason he's at second base right now.
2 runners on, nobody out in the bottom half of this 6th inning. First real trouble we've seen from Anderson. Top of the order, Caritas.
Oh, pop it bunt.
Looks like they're going to try and advance the runners as Caritas put down the bunt. That one pops off his bat into the backstop, and 0-1 count.
Caritas still trying to get on base. First inning struck out, and then the other time was a second to first throw out.
And again, he shows bunts, but this time it goes foul down the third base line. And now we think the bunt's off. 2 strikes.
But if it's on, I bet he'd really like to bring it up the first base line.
0-2 pitch. Anderson takes a look at both runners. Outside corner. Man, if it touched anything, it touched just the slight amount of the black there. That was a very snug call right there.
Home crowd did not like that.
But on the other side of that, too, I think defensive hitting has got to stop now. We've got to be really aggressive down 6. Popped up in the air. Catcher's going to try and get there, but he's going to run out of space.
Guess you can't have an infield fly rule when it's out of field.
11 strikeouts for Anderson. And he's only had 77 pitches, so that's pretty efficient right there. Here's the pitch.
Yeah. Umpire says just a little inside. Looked like Anderson just wanted to know where it was. He's been getting that inside.
I think Woods wanted to know where it was, too. He actually talked to the umpire for a bit, too. 1-1 count on Parker Woods. That one catches the outside corner. So now he's down in the count. 1-2, 1 out, 2 runners on. Got a walk and an error. That's why we got 2 big reds on the base paths right now, but 1 out.
Last time at bat, Parker Woods hit a pop fly to the outfield, out center field deep out there. I bet they'd like to get one that direction again.
That one hit to the gap, and it's going to get down. We should have at least, we got 1, and that's all we're going to get. Parker Woods went opposite field for that double. Drove home the run. Runner at third, runner at second, just the 1 out. And PHS on the board, 6-1.
Be a great time for Noah Holland to help his cause.
I love it. Gonna help himself out right here. 2 runners in scoring position. He has struck out both times, so he's due. First pitch way outside, ball 1. Anderson looks at the 2 runners. Swing and a miss.
Sometimes when you get that first run across the plate, it kind of breaks the seal, and some more runs will follow. So let's give it a big red wish right here.
They're in a prime spot right now. Single should get 2. Holland cannot get a bat on that one. Chased after that one a bit. 1-2 the count on Big Red pitcher Noah Holland. Swing and a miss. 12th strikeout. And the news is not all that much better as Connor Elkins comes to the plate. He is the cleanup hitter, but he's also been a victim now to Anderson twice.
But maybe he's coming off that great play he had short to throw that runner out at first.
Outside corner, strike one. PHS needs some help, and they've got runners on, but 2 outs. Anderson wants to cycle through the signs again. Quick look-see at the runners. They do have a play on, but now he'll just step off. Actually, it's going to be called a balk.
Yep.
The field umpire quickly jumped in there and said no, he was not set. So they generated the run that way.
So Schulteis comes in, scores, and then that moves over Parker Woods over to third.
And Coach Davis must have just accepted it because he didn't even come out and there wasn't a discussion or anything. So that one hit pretty well, but into the dugout area here at the stump.
Bennett Stump Field.
And Elkins now will have to battle down 0-2. 2 outs. 2 runs home, though, for the Big Reds. Hit. It's going to be picked up by the second baseman, Tiano. Throw over, and the out is recorded at first base. But 2 runs home, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We've played 6. It's 6-2. GW in the lead. We'll be back with the 7th inning right here on CAS 45.
That tax refund you're getting may seem like found money, but it sure can be easy to lose. Hi, I'm David Haas with Morrison Incorporated. Using your tax refund to upgrade to energy-efficient home comfort equipment is an investment with a real payback. It'll offer you savings on your energy bills for years to come. Make more of your tax refund this year. Invest in a high-efficiency Bryant comfort system from Morrison Incorporated. We're always ready, and Bryant, whatever it takes.
Reliable service for 65 years.
Mark your calendars, it's time to give big with Give Local MOV. On Tuesday, May 5th, join us online for 24 hours of giving to support local nonprofits in our community. Simply visit givelocalmov.org and make your donation to one or more of 60 local organizations that are working hard to make a difference. With matching funds and prizes throughout the day, your gift will go even further to help those in need. Visit givelocalmov.org to give back and help your neighbors thrive.
Welcome back as you hear Rob Thomas and Santana smooth over those loudspeakers. Smooth, that's me and Joe right there.
Smooth operator.
That's like a audit, it's musical representation, smooth, of the gentleman bringing you the game tonight here. It's been interesting for much of the game. PHS was just kind of locked out, but they've been able to battle. They've been able to chip. They can keep GW off the board in this 7th inning.
We saw how close they were to almost getting 3 runs.
Almost cut it in half.
Cut it in half. It's those 8 hits that GW is registering against the 2 hits of the Big Reds that's making the difference right now. Or the 12 strikeouts.
Yes, that's been pretty evident too. Patriots will send their 2, 3, and 4 hitters up to the plate. Luke Gordon, who tripled, drove in a run, but then he grounded out, struck out, 1 for 3. Check swings that one and fouls it out of play.
people that wore shorts earlier when it was about 84. Now look like they're hunkering in a little bit.
Rethinking their position. Left-hand hitter will step in. Oh, 1 counts. And the pitch from Holland upcoming. That one in the dirt. 1-1 the count.
It's only 76 degrees out there. Maybe the air conditioning in this press box is making it feel a little colder than what it is.
Well, I went with the jeans today, so I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. Schulteis tried to frame that one up a bit, but umpire did not bite. 2-1 the count. It's getting a little quiet out here in the stump right now, would you say?
I would think so.
That one hit well, but it looks like Woods is going to actually he moved over to his left or to his right and then back to his left. Didn't matter how he did it. He recorded it. 1 out, and Eli Smith, we think. He allegedly has gone 1 for 2 today. Unless that's his doppelganger in there. We're saying that because his actual roster position is 14. Boy, he powered that one. That's going to get by Woods all the way to the fence, and he'll round
just
second.
Keep going.
They might have him with the good throw. They do have him. Excellent job. Woods to Elkins to Cameron, and the double turns into an out. And I can tell right there that Woods is extremely excited because I don't know if he got the best jump on that one. It got by him. Maybe it skidded by him the way that ball was hit. Good relay throw into Elkins, and a perfectly thrown ball to Cameron for the tag, and 2 outs in the inning.
I think Coach Davis might have been a little worried about the big red bats coming alive the last inning. Wanted to get
another little insurance run. 1-0 pitch inside again, and Nelson decides to shuffle those feet out of the way. Joel Nelson to the plate. I have him as a strikeout victim, also flew out and walked. That one will be called a strike. Tap down, another nice play by the shortstop, but he can't corral it. It's going to go as a hit.
That's a hit.
Elkins has made a very nice play today in a similar situation. That time he just wasn't able to corral. So 1 on, 2 outs. Ryan Anderson, who's pitched a masterful game up to this point. He also has a single with an RBI. 1 for 3. That one will be fouled out of play. That's going to hit
coming back
something in the parking lot. All right. We have confirmation that hit pavement, not a car.
Okay.
But that was after the first bounce. We don't know what happened after the second bounce. A sweeping curveball that goes outside, 1-1.
We saw the CAS truck and trailer get hit a few times during warm-ups before this game.
Might as well just put a big old bullseye on that right there. It's a magnet. 1-1 pitch. That's hit to the gap.
Poke out there.
Sisk will track it down, though. And that double goes nowhere. And after 6.5, it's 6-2. Seventh inning upcoming for the Big Reds. Get up, stretch it all out, and let's see what happens in the seventh inning coming up. You're watching CAS 45.
Every day people ask me, is now a good time to retire? Any day is a good day to retire if you have a plan, but you have to have a plan. For a lot of people, retiring is one of the scariest things they'll ever do. Stop in. Ellis Sipica takes from the scariness away.
Safe, comfortable, welcome. There really is no place like home. Membership in one community federal credit union feels like home. You're safe with online and mobile technologies that help you manage your finances. You can relax. Competitive savings and lending rates help you maximize your money. You're always welcome at 2 convenient locations staffed with people who know you. One community federal credit union. You're at home with us.
Bottom half of the seventh inning, PHS, their final opportunities here. It's been a very good game for GW. They scored 3 runs in the first inning. That was the biggest damage there. They were get a couple insurance runs in the third, and then they could have actually got another run on top of the one that they did get in the sixth inning, but nice play there to retire the batter before the runner was able to cross the plate. So they are now at 6 runs. PHS was held in check for much of the game. No hit for much of it. It was broke up by Tyler Cameron with a double. They weren't able to score that inning, but they did get some runs in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Started off with a walk. The next batter got up by an error, and then an RBI double, and then a balk that brought home the next run as well. So PHS, I mean, they've been held in check for much of the game, but they've got to Ryan Anderson in this recent innings. Now this is their final opportunities coming to the plate. Jackson Myers, 0 for 2. He's gotten the bat on the ball twice, but they've both been pop-ups.
Anderson had that no-hitter going through 5 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Until, like
4
you said,
2/3 is what he got to.
The double.
Swing and a miss, and quickly Myers is down 0-2. Well, Myers went up there just a swinging, as John Anderson would say in that fine song from the mid-'80s, but was not able to make any contact there.
Mike, I think you and I are back here next week when PHS plays St. Albans.
On
the 7th of May?
7th, yes. So a couple of weeks, maybe about a week and a half or so. There is Tyler Cameron. He takes the first pitch as a strike. He broke up the perfect game with a double. Was stranded there at second base, but gave the Big Reds a little bit of a spark. He waves at that one. Quickly 0-2. Anderson has thrown 5 pitches in this inning, all strikes.
Young man's only a sophomore, right? Tyler?
He is a junior. His sister Addie is a sophomore. And we've seen her at the softball games quite often. Cameron stays alive as he taps that one foul. I could sing that for you, but I won't. The staying alive.
Staying alive.
1-2 count on Tyler Cameron, the Big Red third baseman. Anderson brings the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Tell you what, though, Mike, if they want to hear you sing, the Artsbridge Summer Music Series, I believe, has
nice tie-in.
Your group, the 3M Acoustics, I believe.
Yes.
Performing. So once Artsbridge announces that Summer Music Series dates, come on out and catch Mike.
You can actually find us on Facebook, 3M Acoustic Trio. We've got all of our schedule on there. That's right. I am one of those M's. We are not sponsored by the Scotch Tape Company.
Scotch Tape. Or the printing company. Cole Sisk. popped out to shortstop and struck out to.
Anderson is pitching like he wants to go home.
He's hoping that ice cream
dealing.
truck comes back around.
Well, 14 strikeouts. He deserves sprinkles. That one's going to go wide. 1-2 the count. He has 14 strikeouts in this game. Really has not been in any sort of trouble except for that 6th inning. Ironically, his balk did bring home an extra run, and Sisk able to get a bat on that one.
Wasn't that the favorite thing, like in Little League or Rec League balls? After the game, you went for snow cones or ice cream.
Yes.
Everybody went to Dairy Queen.
Sunday in a helmet. I would love that. 1-2 pitch. And he has to duck and cover out of that one. 2-2 the count to Cole Sisk. Right now, the last hope for the Big Reds. Anderson sets and deals. High. A little bit, I can almost see a little bit of overthrowing action in that one.
He's trying too hard.
He's really wanting to go home. 3-2 pitch. Now Sisk's going to make him wait. Yeah, he'll settle in. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 7th inning. PHS down to their final strike. Here comes the pitch from Anderson. Outside corner, strike 3, and unceremoniously, that's how the game ends.
15 strikeouts.
15 strikeouts for Ryan Anderson. He dealt from pitch 1, and PHS just had trouble catching up. I mean, 7 innings. You don't, and they didn't only had the couple of hits, couple walks, so just a few base runners as well. So he didn't really face a lot of batters, and he still ended up striking out 15 of them. So somebody wanted to be player of the game.
Somebody did, and it's just a tough night. Sometimes you run into that. That takes PHS's record to 8-7 at the time. Now that also pops up GW's to give or take 14-3. So. With that being said, a lot of the Big Reds got to the plate, but they just ran into a buzzsaw with Ryan Anderson pitching.
Just 2 hits, and one of them was Tyler Cameron with a double. The other one was Parker Woods with an RBI double. That's it. That's all they could muster on this somewhat warm Friday evening. Any last words you need to let everybody know?
Have a great weekend, and it's just always a pleasure to be working with CAS 45, you, Mike, and our proud sponsor of One Community Federal Credit Union.
There's tons of things to do out in the Middle Ohio Valley this weekend, too. Enjoy some live music, or I know the weather's going to be a little iffy tomorrow. I know if they can get the games in, there's going to be some special community events going on at Marietta College tomorrow, too. There's a softball game, lacrosse game, and they're going to have some free food. But I think they had to move up that softball game to 10 a.m.
Well, and Marietta College is putting on a production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Yes.
So you've got, if you want to know some things going on, check the artsbridgeonline.org calendar, because that's got 40-some events going on in the weekend. Like you said, we got sports, we got live things, we got arts. So a lot of things going on.
If you say there's nothing to do, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
For Ava on the cameras, for Brian in the truck, for Joe, who brought you sterling color commentary this evening, I'm Mike Cameron. Have a great rest of your evening. The next time we will have a broadcast will be on May the 7th. PHS will be going up against St. Albans. We'll see you at that time. Have a great evening from all of us here at CES 45.